Guys, now we are studying payback period. We call it as PBP also, guys. So here there are two kinds, like uniform cash flows and non-uniform cash flows. So we are having two formulas also. Uniform cash flows, non-uniform cash flows. I'm going to explain about uniform cash flows problems and non-uniform cash flows problems, guys. Okay. First, uniform cash flows formula will be PBP मतलब payback period, initial investment divided by annual cash flows. Okay. Here base year plus required CFAT, cash flows after tax, divided by next year CFAT. Okay. For your understanding purpose, CFAT is cash flow after tax. Okay. PBP also taken before depreciation. Okay, just note down PBP. Profits here in PBP are taken कब लेता है? Before depreciation. Just remember these points. We are going to use these points in our solution. PBP takes PAT, profit after tax, and profit before depreciation. Okay, profit after tax, PAT, PBD. Anyway, I wrote here. Okay, profit before depreciation. यूनिफॉर्म नॉन यूनिफॉर्म. यूनिफॉर्म मतलब पूरे कैश फ्लोज एक ही तरह. नॉन यूनिफॉर्म there are different cash flows. Okay, we having a one formula for this, initial investment divided by annual cash flows, whereas PBP equal to base year plus required cash flow after tax divided by next year cash flows after tax. Okay, now we are doing one example. I will take question and I will explain you. If you see the question, I took a question. A project requires an initial investment ₹20,000 with a useful life of 5 years. The project cash flows after tax for each year are as follows. So they have given cash flows for 5 years, girls, and they have given cash flows after tax also. 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. We call this as a uniform, girls. Okay. If the difference in cash flows, we call it as a non-uniform cash flows. So if you see, I just now explained the formulas. Uniform cash flows formula. Solution: uniform cash flows. Okay. payback period equal to initial investment divided by annual cash flows. This is our formula, guys. Cash flows, cash inflows, here it coming, so cash inflows, cash flows and cash inflows, you can use any. Okay, this is the formula. PBP equal to initial investment 20,000 divided by, okay, cash flows 8,000, same uniformly for 5 years, so 8,000. I am getting 2.5 years. In cash flows, what we are in payback period, what we are finding, a person investing 20,000, okay, for 5 years. Okay, for 5 years he is investing this. Just see, I am explaining the question here. Person investing 20,000 for 5 years he is investing us, okay, for 5 years, and he is getting what? He is getting 8,000 for 5 years also. So the investment amount is recovered in 2.5 years only. Getting my point? He is getting the investment amount in 2.5 years only. Okay, see, 8,000 plus 8,000 plus 8,000 plus 8,000 is more than 20,000, means 2.5 years, say may under each is getting what he invested. So we are writing conclusion. Therefore, payback period for initial investment, how much he did? 20,000 of rupees 20,000 is 2.5 years. Okay, this is a uniform cash flow. It's very easy. Again, now I'm going to explain you the non-uniform cash flows also. Okay.